Hey, it's Jake Gagne. Thanks for watching MotoAmerica on YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment, hit us with it.
Red lights are on, revs are up, they're off, clutches are out. Gus Rodeo got a decent launch, but it's going to be Kayla Yako for the moment, the number 31 who takes the point. Everybody trying to find some real estate as they rip through turn number 1.
Do not be surprised if they're 5 wide, as I can see them starting to spread out going here into turn number 2. They are going to be like this the entire race, Greg, as you're going to have, I think, a lead draft of 7 or 8.
Already a gap formed to a little group back there. But Max Van, resurgence for the SportbikeTrackGear.com sponsored rider, and it looks like Lemandry Jr. So Gus Rodeo's making some moves. Yep. He's now up to 4th spot on that Rodeo Racing Warhorse HSBK Racing, the Red Rocket.
And now it's going to see if Lemandry Jr. can take advantage of a double bike draft right in front of him, because Kayla's going to take advantage of it. It looks like she's trying to, at least. She can't quite do it. Max Van, man, he's a big kid, Greg, but look how tucked in he is. He's really got his body in and around. His Gus Rodeo is the one who's able to get by Lemandry Jr.
Max Van, 16 years old, just about 2 months away from his 17th birthday. Back up front where he feels like he belongs as Gus Rodeo sneaks past Kayla Yakov and will take over 2nd spot.
Man, that's a good place to be good, and we've seen Gus Rodeo make passes in that second to last corner a lot. If he can make that stick even on the last lap, these are trial runs for the number 96. It would be difficult for anybody to do anything with him, but you can see this draft coming into effect again. Gus Rodeo goes to the front now, and both the SportbikeTrackGear.com bikes are 2nd and 3rd. Kayla there in 4th. Yeah, you can see a lot of that.
Little bit of elbow rubbing right there, and another pass for the lead as Gus Rodeo had it for a moment. But the big news is your championship points leader, Cody Wyman, has been able to recover from a not great start, and he's now back onto the front 4. All right, so if you're new to SportbikeTrackGear.com Junior Cup Racing, out front is the number 48. That is Max Van out of Michigan. He's on the SportbikeTrackGear.com sponsored bike. But there's Gus Rodeo, the number 96. He is on the Rodeo Racing Warhorse HSBK motorcycle. And then in 3rd spot now is teammate to Max Van, Joe Lemandry Jr. Now let's welcome the 3rd member of our broadcast team in. It's Hannah Lopa. Hannah, how's it going?
It's going great, guys. It is hot out here right now, and as Kayla Yakov tries to make her way back up to the front of the field, I spoke to her earlier this weekend, and she said she's approaching this weekend with a different strategy, a different mindset than she normally would. And I asked her, why? And she said, I've experienced all the highs and lows.
We're not even at half distance yet.
Wow, Cody got a nice 2-bike draft there. And, Greg, going back to some things that you and I have talked about often in this series, when you think about the points and things, all these kids that are behind Cody right now, they just got to start beating him. That's the thing. And Cody's going to know he's got that target on his back. So he's got to continue to try to keep up towards the front, give himself a chance to maximize his points the best he can without getting caught up in anybody else's mess. And so the team's been hard at work, but Max Van, we saw him winning some races at the beginning of the year, and he's really good right now through all this infield section.
How tight do you like SportbikeTrackGear.com Junior Cup? Avery Dreyer, who was in 4th, slides to 5th position, but has the fastest lap of the race at a 1:45.1. We're halfway through. There's so much more racing coming at you.
The 3 behind can actually try to catch up a bit as they head down into turn 3, but they're just ever so slightly starting to lose contact. When these guys all spread out, though, as you can see, Gus Rodeo going for a big move on Max Van.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that was a late move, big move, little bit of contact between those 2, and that will be what will allow those other 3 to try to stay in that group. But right now, they're falling off the back.
5 laps remaining in SportbikeTrackGear.com Junior Cup. Gus Rodeo has the lead for the moment, but it looks like there's going to be a move around the outside, and it's Max Van again who takes the spot. But all the while, here comes Cody Wyman. He's been chipping away at it, Jason. He drifted back. Now he's up into 3rd.
Well, with 5 to go, we've seen Cody in the past kind of keep himself out of harm's way. He's very good about protecting lines. He's very good about track position. That's what you'd expect from somebody like Cody, who's been around a while and raced in this class. As you can see, Gus Rodeo better at your racecraft and things like that, because it does change, Greg. All of a sudden, he's gone from just fighting every weekend for wins to having, is it an 18-point lead coming into this event? And it does change. Sometimes it's very difficult to not have that change your outlook on what you're doing. He wants to be smart about how things go. So again, he's trying to look down the inside now as he comes into turn 3. As you can see, Kayla getting racy up the outside. Cody's going to slot himself into second as they go through turn number 3. And again, a gap has created the top 5 riders. And you can see Aiden Thau back there on the 55.
Is Cody going to the front?
Yeah, he does. He goes to the front going into turn number 4 as Cody Wyman drops the hammer.
And Max Van is answering right now. There's no question. Max Van is going with Cody Wyman at a 1:44.3, fastest lap of the race. Max Van is right there, and it looks like Van has taken over the lead. And we thought Cody might have been gone. So Wyman, is he going to try to fight back? No, he just doesn't have the roll speed that Max Van has right now on the top end. Rev limiters. You can hear motorcycles bouncing off rev limiters. It was almost like it was Gus Rodeo for a second, and he lost a little bit of time. Here comes Kayla Yakov. Is she going to get around Rodeo around the outside? No, Rodeo goes up the inside of Wyman.
Yes, he does. Yeah, it's a good move there.
So now you've had 9 laps to kind of figure out where you want to be as Max Van trying to pull the pin and get away from everybody. And Cody Wyman's going, cannot let that happen. Trying to get around Gus Rodeo. Rodeo falls back in place. Here goes Yakov out into no man's land. Gets back into the draft.
There's nowhere for Cody to go. Gus Rodeo now trying to go around the outside of Max Van. Watch Kayla cut down to the inside. We've seen how good she is on the brakes all year long. Is she going to go for it?
Here goes Kayla Yakov, the 31. Nope, not up the inside. Max Van is so strong right now. But Kayla Yakov moves herself into second position. And Lamandry a little bit wide. Boy, this is tense on the final lap. Here comes Yakov. To the front she goes. What a move from Yakov out of the chicane. Now they're coming into a hard-braking left-hand corner heading towards the bridge. And Gus Rodeo goes sideways. Oh, and he cleans him out.
Yeah,
so Max Van goes down. All the while, Yakov doesn't know what's going on. She comes through the final corner. The 15-year-old with her head down as she looks at nothing but checkered flag and will take the win in SportbikeTrackGear.com Junior Race number 1. Lamandry Jr. in second, Cody Wyman. Owen Williams.
4th place for Owen Williams. That's tremendous effort. Avery Dreyer, Aiden Thau, Chase Black. We're waiting for these 2 guys to come across the line now. As you can see, Gus Rodeo, man, he went for it, but man, Greg, he got in there extremely deep and cleaned out Max Van.